What's happening, everybody? Here we are, running a little bit late, a little bit behind, about 15 minutes behind schedule. But there's a very good reason for me running late tonight. I'll get into that here shortly. Let me take care of my sponsors right away, right now. First up tonight is Hell Speed Shop, hellspeedshop.com. Go to the website, go check them out. You will appreciate it. You will thank me after you go look at what all they've got. They have the baddest, most awesome flannel shirts, baseball caps, t-shirts, banners in the industry, in any industry. What's up, everybody? What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Robert? But if you want to feel cool, you want to look cool, you got to go to hellspeedshop.com. Check them out on Facebook, Hellspeed Shop. They're on all the social media platforms. But get over to hellspeedshop.com and order you up some apparel. Next up, good buddy of mine, Jad at Jade Affiliated, which is jadeaf.com for all of your wheels, all of your motorcycle wheels. He's posted up some automotive wheels here the other day that were just bad to the bone. I've got the Walter Whites coming for me, but Jad is a killer dude, works hard, is very loyal, killer person, handles his business, makes the best wheels, in my opinion, in the industry. Plus, he's willing to work with you to make custom wheels for you. So, whether you got a stock wheel, fat tires, 26s, 30s, 32s, 34, this man can hook you up. Go check it out at jadeaf.com and get you some wheels. Next up, our good buddies over at Urban Rides Magazine. Urban Rides Magazine, you know the guys, Daniel Roby, Jason Silman. You know the guys. Great magazine, great website, sister publication called Street Bagger Magazine. They're all over everything, everywhere, doing bike shows, doing audio shows. Got the magazine online and in paper. You can feel it. They're badass. Go check them out. UrbanRidesMagazine.com, Urban Rides Magazine on Facebook and every other social media platform. Next up, American Drag Seats, AmericanDragSeats.com. You need a Harley Davidson replacement seat? Give us a call. We have you covered legitimately. We have been moving these seats here lately, moving them. We're very blessed. If you've got a custom bagger, you got a seat pan, you can send it to us. We'll foam it, we'll shape it, we'll do whatever you want and cover it. It's all inclusive. You don't have one, bring us your bike. We can make you one. You need custom seats, go to americandragseats.com and get a hold of us. Find us on Facebook at American Drag Seats /Attitude Inc. And get a hold of us. We're on every platform. Next up, our good friends over at Indiana and Illinois Thunder Roads Magazine, another great magazine. If you're in Indiana or in Illinois, you got to go stop by the bike shop, stop by the bars. They've got the magazines. They're free. Great publication, but if you're up around there, stop in, get you a couple magazines. You'll thank me later. Next up, Legacy Bike Works. Legacy Bike Works right here in Manville, Texas, where there is always an education to be had, but daily working to become one of the best in the industry. Great support from great friends, doing our thing. Legacy Bike Works, from audio, full builds, custom, whatever you need, we got it. Legacy Bike Works on Instagram, Legacy Bike Works on Facebook. Last but not least, our good friends over at Hopkins Design, hopkins-design.com. You need a website built, they will help you do it. You need a logo design, they can do it. You need hosting, they can do it. You need anything from print, web, logos, photos, videos, doesn't matter. They can help you out. Earl Hopkins, a personal friend of mine, has been for over 30 years. The guy is amazing at what he does. Check him out at hopkins-design.com. So, what's up, everybody? Let me go on and say hi. Hi, what's up, Mr. Robert Davis, Mr. Jeremy Goheen. Jeremy, did you get your money? Because I did get my parts, but you didn't reply to my text message. Just want to make sure you got paid, man. Pat Price, what's in the house? What's up, Peter Howe? Does he have carbon fiber wheels? I don't know, but Jade, JADEAF.com. Check him out. His name is Jad. Name of the company is Jade Affiliated. Go check him out. If he doesn't, I'm pretty sure he can help you out somehow, some way. And my phone is blowing up tonight. What the deal? I am live, Uncle Bruno. I am live right now. But anyway, man, so I have a pretty decent show to discuss with you guys tonight, and it's going to be all about me. It's going to be all about Devin. It's all about Legacy Bike Works. So I want to say this: when you get into making something custom, when you get into doing something custom, you're going to have situations, and you're going to have builds come by because you want to take on as much as you can to get your name out there, to try to build some type of reputation in the motorcycle world. That's what we're in. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you're going to pay your dues, man, and it's going to suck big time. And hopefully you're like me, and you have a circle. I don't want to say a network, but I have a circle, couple of friends that are builders, and thank God they've been doing it longer than I ever would. But I want to tell you guys about two bikes we're building right now. And I have to say building because one of them was a basket case from another builder. And we were forewarned in the very beginning from Brian Barber to not take this bike on. We did not listen. We didn't listen to him at all. And we have driven him completely up the fucking wall and tested our friendship over the last 8 months like you wouldn't believe. But we're still friends. The bike's almost done. But the part about it I want to talk to you about is I've been saying this for a very long time, but just the last two shows I've really gotten down on it about getting your circle right. If it weren't for Brian Barber, Kevin Beard, Dan Juban, Brett Juban, we would have been fucked. We would have just been screwed. Because there's so many things with this one bike that Devin's built. There's so many things that the previous builder did, and it's almost like he wanted to sabotage it. From cutting wires out that never needed to be cut out, to putting the wrong year, make, and model of actual usable components, such as the throttle by wire, to taking out the fuel gauge, to relocating gauges in places that they don't belong, and using the wrong wiring to do it. There was such a massive, massive lesson. And yes, you're going to hear me say it right now. And I know Brian's watching. We should have listened to Brian. We should have not done this bike. But when you're a brand new company and you're trying to build a reputation, you're trying to get work, you're trying to influence people to use you because, well, at the end of the day, it's your passion. It's what you want to do. You're going to get the shit beat out of you with some builds, with some stuff, with some things that Devin literally has killed himself electrically on this bike because the other builder, it's almost like the other builder knew this was going to happen and he wanted to completely screw over the next shop. Well, the next shop was us. The one thing he didn't take into consideration was we will cut our noses off to spite our faces, which basically means we will keep working on this bike until it's done, even if it costs us money out of our own pockets, because we're not going to be defeated. We're just not. We're going to rely on our friends like Brian, Brett, Dan Juban, Kevin Beard. We're going to lean on those people to help us get us out of the situations that we've gotten ourselves into. That's going to happen with everybody, no matter what you do. It's just going to happen. But I think that, to me, when those situations arise, you can literally throw your hands up and say, I'm just going to pass it on to the next builder and let them deal with it. Well, we didn't do that. We decided, you know what? We're going to take our lumps, we're going to learn, and we're going to use it for future builds to help ourselves. Now, along with that comes a lot of ribbing, a lot of name calling, a lot of shut up, I'm talking to you. And I'm specifically talking about Brian because Brian has actually been, an angel. He's been very supportive, even with the sideways comments and stuff. Without Brian, and this goes all the way back to the beginning of 2018 when I first met him and he offered up $500 towards the Rockstar for me to get in that build off. You have friends in your life, but then you have best friends in your life. And you can have a couple of best friends, but when you get somebody like a Brian Barber or a Dan Juban, some days you may want to punch them right in their flipping mouths. But at the end of the day, they're still your friends. At the end of the day, they're still there to help you. But you got to understand, it's going to come with ribbing. You don't get these educations for free. You're going to pay for it. You better have thick skin, because if you don't have thick skin, you're not going to make it. It's not going to happen. Fast forward. Yes, we did. But that bike went when this street glide is done and it's finished and it's out the door. What's up, Mr. Cole? There's going to be a sense of accomplishment, and there's going to be some tags. We're going to tag some people that put up with all the headaches, put up with all the phone calls, put up with all the bullshit that went with this bike. But my point is, at the end of the day, the accomplishment of doing it and getting it done and getting it done correctly. It's taken a lot longer. What's up, Mr. Stalkup? It's taken a lot longer than getting a bike that's already built, already running, already ready to go, and just adding your bags and your wheels and your audio to it. When you have to take the time and you have to research what the hell is, where do these wires come from? Where do they go? What do they do? How does this happen? You end up learning how a throttle by wire works. What's up, Lori? So you know how this works now. Instead of just saying, oh, it's a part that you plug in, now I understand how the piece works, the 4 wires that go to it. I understand what they're sending, what they're doing, and what they're reading, and how things like that go. I used to tell my employees to leave their feelings at home. If you bring them to work, they will get hurt. Amen. It's true. And I've had to learn that myself, because I can't go into everything, but the last 7 or 8 months of my life has been flipped upside down, and those really, really close to me know exactly what's going on. And eventually I'll be able to tell everybody what happened, but they're also the people that got me through it. Back to the bike. When you have to learn, and you have to learn on the fly, and you get to the point you're so frustrated, you literally almost start crying out of anger. You're just so beat up. You're done. Fuck this bike. Fuck these things. That's when it tests. Do you really want to be a bike builder? Do you really want to be in this game? Do you really want it? Because it's easy to want it when everything goes great. And it's easy to want it when everything works the way it's supposed to. You want to know the best bike builders in the world? The best bike builders in the world are the guys that fucking wanted it even when they didn't want it. When they were at the bottom, they couldn't figure it out. They were defeated, long days, sleepless nights, no money coming in, none. It's costing you money out of your pocket just to be able to complete a customer's bike. That's when you know, hey, this is my lane. I'm staying in my lane. I'm going to do this. But you have to have good people around you to be able to get you through it. Even if they're fucking with you the whole time they're getting you through it. They're trying to make light of a situation because they know how frustrating it is. They know how hard it's been. And they know, you know what? If you can't laugh at that situation that you really want to get a shotgun and just blow the bike away, if you can't laugh when you're that pissed, dude, you're right. It's not for you. It's not for everyone. Now, On to the next bike, which is the Martin Brothers bike. I did not build this bike. Joe Martin built this bike in 2006, I'm going to guess. And it was a beautiful bike. And I was asked to restore the bike. As you all know, the customer that owned the bike passed away, and now his son owns the bike, and his son is the one that actually commissioned me to rebuild the bike. Since the day he asked me to rebuild it, it's been a year and a half. We struggled with getting parts. We struggled with getting the right parts. We struggled with getting the things we needed chromed. We've struggled with everything. And I'm literally at the very, very, very end of it right now. And because I didn't take the starter and the transmission out of it originally, there's a couple of pieces that are missing that I didn't know were there. And I had to call on Brian to help me figure it out. And he's helped me all day long. I can show you the text messages. They come with the lumps that go with it too. But it's going to put the bike off another week in order to get the parts here to do it right, to make it right. I wanted to deliver this bike Saturday. It's not going to happen Saturday. It might happen Saturday. I don't know. But we're down to that little piece. I mean, literally, I'll tell you what's left to do to the bike. What's literally left to do to the bike is solder and heat shrink 7 wires, install the exhaust, install the air cleaner. That's it. That's all that's left. That's the only thing left. Oh, and put a brand new inline brake switch. That's it. That's all that's left to do to this bike. Any human being could get this whole thing done and built and finished, all those parts, in half a day, 4 hours. You could be done with all of it. But every time I go to move one step forward, I have to take 2 steps back. And literally, had I not had Brian to lean on today, I wouldn't even have known that these 2 pieces ultimately ended up being 3 pieces. I would have never even known they existed. And I would sit here and be fighting and ordering a new starter or buying a new battery or this, that, and the other. And it all started with the placement of the ground cable. The ground cable was on the frame and it needed to be on the starter itself. I didn't know that. I got the education from Brian. Next piece, there's a spring. I didn't know where the spring was. Went and found the old starter. It had the spring still on the shaft. So I grabbed the spring, put it all together. And it's just not, it won't engage. And it's got me beat up to the point that the brand new $300 freaking lithium battery is dead, 100% dead. So now we've got it downstairs on the charger, going to hope that it'll finally kick a charge. If not, I've got a jump box. I'm going to have to just jump start it to get it going. But I'm literally at that point where it's just like, dude, I could be done with this today, Wednesday. But now it's going to roll into Thursday. And I've got I've got 2 seats to do because next week is after a week from Saturday, I'm going out of town. So I have to have everything done that I wanted to get done no later than Thursday evening, next Thursday. But my whole point to everybody is that when you want to do something, it doesn't matter if it's building bikes, it doesn't matter if it's making t-shirts or it's, building websites like Earl. You're going to have adversity. You're going to have conflict. You're going to have struggles. You're going to have things that make you really second guess what you're doing. Build you a team. A team can be you and one other person. Get somebody that knows, get somebody that's been there, get somebody that's paid their dues and can appreciate where you're at and what you're doing. And if you're lucky, like I am, you'll get the same type of people I got. They give me a lot of shit. They give me a lot of shit all the time. But at the end of the day, they're actually there for me. And they make shit happen. When I can't figure something out, they figure it out. They help me get it figured out. That's why I tell you, Brian Barbers and Dan Zubans, they don't come along forever. So when you got one or you got 2 like I got, you grab them, you hold on to them, you take care of them. It's a community, it's a team, doing this green bagger, doing the Martin Brothers bikes. If it was easy, everybody'd be doing it. It's not easy, and there's always a headache, and there's always an issue, and there's always a problem. You got to be willing to work and actually work through that problem. And like I said, man, if you still want to do it, even when it's not working and it's costing you money and it's costing you sleep and it's costing you time, if you still want to do it in that time, you're going to really appreciate it when things go your way. It'll be a lot easier. But I have to give credit. Amen. But I have to give the credit to the people because I've always said from day one, if you're gonna do this, no matter paint, building bikes, doing seats, whatever, if you don't give people the credit they deserve, there's gonna come a time, man, when those people will no longer be there for you because they're gonna get tired of you always saying you did it, and they never get the credit for actually helping you. That's why I'm a big, big, big proponent of, man, just give the people the credit. It's you're not God. You're never going to be able to do everything on your own. You gotta thank the people that help you. The old I know a guy is always in my pocket, my back pocket. Well, that's a good thing to have too. I know a guy. That's one thing about me. I know a guy that can do anything. I know a whole bunch of people that are really good at a whole bunch of stuff, from welding to sewing to fabricating to doing woodwork to doing body work to painting cars to anything. I know people that do stuff all the time. So, but are they good people? Are they the people you want in your corner? Are they the people that are actually going to stay up and get you to where you need to be? Because there's going to come a day. There will come a day when I won't be calling Brian every other day saying, "Hey man, what about this? Hey man, what about that?" But then there's going to come a day someone's going to call me, and I'm going to be there for them. I'm going to pay that forward. I'm going to help as much as I can possibly help. I'd like to believe I've done that with the grind, but the reality is I've done it, but I haven't done it as much as I think I should. Now, on to my next topic. Now that we're beyond those two bikes and what we're doing, I am still out there hitting the pavements every day, figuring out how we're going to make this National Biker Build Off happen. If everybody knows and watches Curly and sees what's going on in that camp, you'll know he just got Rick Ross's Bike of the Year award, the big, really nice, big GMC key, all encrusted with diamonds and gold and all that. Congratulations to Curly and his team. It was a beautiful bike. They did very good. I know Cameron Juro was there also, and he had the red trike out there. Man, that's a beautiful bike also. But I still, to this day, I still want to do the invitational minimum 30,000 cash um, biker build off. But I've tried to get a hold of Rick Ross or anybody in his camp to discuss this with them because I think this would be a really good thing to either partner with them or whatever. I mean, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? I love the challenge to build something new. I'm still a rookie master plumber by trade. You're a rookie bike builder and a master plumber, or are you a rookie master plumber? That's confusing to me. Ow, shit. Y'all hear that? It's my elbow. I should have started this shit 25, 30 years ago. I'll just say I should have started this shit at least 30 years ago. Now I'm fixing to be 55. Y'all see that gray beard coming in nice and just a little gray. It's anyway, whatever. But anyway, I wanted to get on here tonight and let you guys know that there's good people out there. They may be guarded, they may be a little standoffish because they don't want to just invest in people that are just going to literally take advantage of them. And unfortunately, that happens a lot more than it should be happening. Am I wrong when I say Cameron? Camtech? I thought Cameron Juro owned Camtech. Yeah, he made a post the other day that he said he was out at the Rick Ross car and bike show, and he has the red trike that he built. Beautiful bike, all red. Rookie bike builder. Right on. Uncle Bruno, abso freaking lutely it does. I mean, if you've gone, if you haven't, you can go over to Instagram. That's where they're really big on Instagram. Um, it's Rick Ross Car Show on Instagram. So at Rick Ross Car Show on Instagram. Okay. Uh, if you could just go through there, you can just look through. I mean, they have some amazing cars, and it's not just one style, man. They have everything out there. Um, but yeah, Cameron actually made a post. Let me look. Camtech, yeah, Camtech Custom. He made a post at the Rick Ross. Um, I'm assuming that's Cameron Juro. Am I right or am I wrong? And he said right there that he was at the Diablo Rojo, got tons of love at the Rick Ross car show. So Shane Phillips, am I totally wrong with who owns Camtech? I'm sorry. I guess I'm really off. Okay. Okay, I got you. I got two shops confused. My bad. I did. Yeah, you're right, Brian. You mean Shane? Yeah. Okay. Right. 100%. So anyway, right. So I did. I got Camtech confused with God dang it, what's that shop here in Texas? I think Cameron Juro owns it. I don't know. I'm live, so I can't go do the research. But anyway, so I was wrong about that. So anyway, the show itself, it's their third year. Man, it's growing. It's growing. You can go to rickrosscarshow.com. Oh, so I am right and I am wrong. Okay. Okay. Yes, Brad, you got me. But anyway, my whole point was is that show is growing, and I foresee that show getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Um, did you hear how much the award briefcase keys are worth? $120,000 for a key.